So welcome to the Good E-Reader radio show. This is Marcus.
This is Havoc.
And today we're going to break some exciting news on some new Slate devices that are coming out in the near future. First of all, we wanted to talk about the new Google Slate. This is news that we just posted the other day on our blog at goodereader.com/blog, and you can check out the latest pictures, articles. There's usually about 3 or 4 new articles a day. We talk about all of the latest news, and you can check out pictures from what we're going to talk about right now. Google's releasing a new Slate, so taking a cue from Apple with the iPad and the new HP Slate, the Dell Slate coming out, along with a plethora of other tablets going to be coming out this year. So it's basically touch screen. It's a single screen. It looks like to be about 11 to 12 inches. There's not a whole lot of specs on it yet, although Google has released a few pictures of the prototype. They're being very secretive on the actual specs. But if you figure Google's going to be releasing a Slate, it's going to be functioning on a Google Android operating system, as well as it'll have full access to the Google Marketplace. And they're really going to hype up a lot of the Google-based cloud services like Mail, being able to do documents, spreadsheets. You know, Google has a lot of great features, and Google's pretty well like the leading internet company right now. So with the tablet coming out, it's going to give a lot of other companies that are making these a run for their money, just because Google's a well-known name, obviously, and being able to release a tablet that looks as good as it does right now, it's going to be very solid as far as the end consumer. There's no really estimate on price on release, but we will probably see in the coming months more core details as far as what are the exact specifications, when is the release date. But yeah, right now they're hiring people online right now to be able to work on this. So there's been various job postings to work on this new tablet. And as well as I wanted to mention some details on the new JooJoo Slate that has been sending out the pre-orders from about March 26th to March 27th. The JooJoo Tablet looked like a great tablet as far as it being Android based. The one thing is that it only received 90 pre-orders with 15 cancellations. So basically it only sold 25 slates in about 3 to 4 months, which means that the company itself only made about $37,000, which is not a whole lot of money considering that. So Fusion Garage is the name of the company that is putting out the JooJoo Tablet. Not only did they not make a lot of money, but they're actually embroiled in a huge legal dispute with TechCrunch. TechCrunch and Fusion Garage were basically partners on this tablet, and then Fusion Garage splintered from it and released, you know, the tablet on their own. So not only are they in a huge legal dispute, but they're paying lawyer fees. They're paying a PR firm to hype the tablet. So it doesn't really look like the JooJoo Tablet is going to go anywhere unless they sell an ungodly amount out of nowhere in the coming weeks, but it doesn't really look like that this tablet is going to make it, merely because the company behind it has no experience. Their financing comes from unsavory sources. It really looks like a startup company that released a great product, but the company itself doesn't really know what they're doing. The product itself looks okay, but you can guarantee that they're probably going to see no support for this. And yeah, this tablet, we definitely recommend people not to buy it, merely because it's really hard to trust a startup company initially when you're paying over $499 for an item, and you look into the company itself and it's in an abysmal state. So yeah, our recommendation is to pass on this one. And Havoc, why don't you talk a little bit about our site?
I don't know if you guys have noticed, if you've been to goodereader.com, but we now have implemented live chat. So you, instead of sending us emails and waiting for us to respond, we now have live chat, which you can you can prompt a chat with one of our agents, and we can, when we get around to it, we will see your message, be it technical support, pre-sales questions, concerns about different kind of products that are available. You will now be able to talk directly to one of our agents here at Good eReader. And the live chat is completely free. You don't need to pay for anything. You just put in a question, your email, and we'll get to you as soon as we can. So yes, right now we're working under the Zopim software. It's not set in stone that we're going to use that for the the duration of our site or anything like that. We're just working with this one right now. We're experimenting with a couple different kinds of software for live chat, just trying to see what the best software is for the customers, be them forum members or soon-to-be members. Just seeing what's the best for everyone. Right now we're working with this. If it changes in the future, we'll let you guys know.
Yeah, Havoc just mentioned that we have a great e-reader forum, and this is a great community that you can join that has support for your e-reader. We cover pretty well about 60 different e-readers and Slate PCs. We established ourselves as one of the leading e-reader and Slate communities on the internet. So it gives you a place to talk to like-minded people that have the same e-reader as you have. Or if you're very interested in the literary pursuits, if you love to read, we have great book clubs that people read the same book and then talk about the book. So this is a great way for you to be able to participate in a community based on your passion of reading, on keeping up with the latest news regarding your e-reader, as well as find all of the tutorials, guides, firmware updates, and support. Or if you don't even have an e-reader and you're thinking about getting one, you can do a lot of competitive research on the different brands, what has the best value for your money, and so on. There's a lot of e-readers out there, as you know. This year alone, over 30 different e-readers and Slate PCs have been announced. What is the best value for your money? We definitely lay this all out in plain English. We give e-reader comparisons. We have great charts that basically weigh the pros and cons out of each e-reader. So yeah, we're a great source for this. And speaking of sources for good e-readers, we have in April 1st launching the first e-reader magazine. And in this magazine, we cover everything to do with e-readers and slates. For some of the cover stories that we have going into the April edition, we have an interview with the CEO of Notion Inc., who is putting out the Notion Inc. Atom tablet in a few months. We also do a big story on the Apple iPad, giving you guys some indications on how many units they've sold, when exactly can you expect to go in the store and buy one, as well as when the shipping dates occur, and we give you guys some insider information on what type of apps are available, what type of iPad games are available, giving you guys an overview of the iBookstore, iWork, and a bunch of the other new features, as well as covering e-readers, e-reader reviews, commentaries. So basically, this is your one-stop shop for everything to do with e-readers and slates at goodereader.com. We are very proud to be releasing the first ever pure e-reader magazine in the world, and within a few months we're going to be actually printing this up and sending it to your local news shop, so you'll be able to actually buy this magazine in the store. As it stands right now, it'll be available in online format. The first issue is $1, and after that it's only $3.99 a month. You'll be able to read our magazine in any e-reader format. So if you have an e-reader, you'll be able to read our magazine on your e-reader. You'll also be able to read it online on our blog. And as well, if you have a Slate PC, we're going to be launching a new Android application soon that will be able to pull up our e-reader magazine directly on your Slate, such as the iPad or any of the future ones coming out shortly.
So that about wraps it up for this edition of the Good eReader Radio Show. For more information, visit goodereader.com for forum information, our blog, and the live chat you'll find in the bottom right corner of which.
So we want to thank you all for listening to the latest edition of the Good eReader Radio Show. Remember to subscribe to our magazine on our blog, and we want everybody to take care. And for Good eReader, this is Marcus.
This is Havoc.
And everybody take it easy.